Good morning, good morning. Welcome back to Morning Motivation with Matthew Daniels, and today I'm going to tell you guys about the giant who fought a tornado. That's right, the giant who fought a tornado. But what is Matthew Daniels talking about? A long time ago, in a land which is uninhabited today, there sat a thriving village in the midst of a thick jungle. In this village, there was an ancient prophecy that said a savior of great stature would come and save the land from death. One day, in this village, a woman gave birth to a child that did not grow like a normal child. Indeed, by the time the child was 5 years old, he looked like he was 10. By the time he turned 10, he looked like he was 20. And by the time he turned 20, well, he no longer looked like a normal man at all. Standing 15 feet tall, the man was truly a giant. This giant was kind, but his strength made him dangerous. He hurt people without trying, and he destroyed property regularly. It was very difficult for the giant to do normal things. The people of the village, forsaking the prophecy, grew to hate him. They hated him for his accidental destruction, and they hated him even more because they were afraid to try and punish him for it. They eventually turned on the giant, and they all demanded he leave the village. Saddened by this, but respecting their decision, the giant left to find another place to live. In this new place, the giant began to question himself, and he began to believe the negative things said about him. He vowed then and there to never use his strength again. Meanwhile, back in the village, the seers announced to the people that the time had come and the land was about to die. Then they all heard the wind began to blow harder and harder. The clouds grew dark, the thunder clapped, and the lightning flashed. And then the very air itself and everything around it began to spin around faster and faster. The seers proclaimed, "It was for this moment that the giant came to us, but you have foolishly sent him away." Then several young men ran off to find the giant. Seeing that he did not go far, they found him quickly. They then begged him to come back, but the giant refused, saying he was useless and dangerous. The men told the giant they needed him and that without him, they all would die. Thinking it over and being compassionate, the giant leaped up from the ground and ran back to the village. Seeing a great and mighty tornado about to destroy the land, he jumped inside of the storm and fought the tornado back with his bare hands. The giant fought and wrestled the winds until at last the tornado submitted and the wind died down. The entire village shouted and thanked the giant, and the giant felt good for fulfilling his purpose. And from that day on, the giant was revered and honored in his village. And so, the morning motivation of today is the giant who fought a tornado. In life, at some point, we all will experience rejection, and we will be demonized for simply being ourselves. But today, I want to remind you that you are the way you are for a reason. You are not a mistake, and you came to earth with a purpose. Do not allow others to convince you that you are not great. Your birth was carefully planned and orchestrated. You came to earth in this moment in time, and you heard this message on the day you are hearing it because there is something important which you must do. So remember, dear listener, remember why you are here and go out and do good. And remember, you are awesome, you are amazing, you are wonderful, and you are great. And you are going to change the world. I just hope it's still allowed to see it, family. I'm out. Good morning.